what's up guys, we're here with another vlog, and today's topic is on the art of goodbye. Now in relationships, it's hard to say goodbye sometimes. A lot of people look at goodbye as something to be bad, or something that's of a loss. Right, something that where you're losing something. You feel like you're not winning. In our perspective, and in this vlog, we want to talk about how goodbye could be a good thing. Goodbye is just another word for a new beginning. Moving on isn't always easy. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but it is possible and it is necessary to move on. We just want to give you guys some practical steps or some practical ways of getting through that process of moving on.
And that doesn't just mean someone that you like, right? That's just relationships in general. You've lost friends, you've left a job which made you lose relationships, you know what I mean? Like, so every little detail of that kind of matters. Which brings us to our first question: why did you leave the relationship?
I think it's important to understand like why and have a clear understanding, like gain clarity within yourself,
right?
So that you can stand in that and not go back. If it's toxic relationships, like you need to find ways or your reasons why, because your reasons why will keep you
from going back, and it gives you that foundation and that stability to like no, I ain't having that again.
And our second question is, what are some ways that you can take time to heal yourself from those toxic relationships or from those relationships that you want to walk away from?
Not going into another relationship right away. I don't get people that are like, hey, I'm done with you, and then like 2 weeks later they're like talking to another person.
We believe that taking time to heal just helps you just to heal yourself, heal your mind, and regain strength and like all that you are, and like just to get back to that place of awareness of who you are. Maybe
before, everything that you were was that person. You did everything together. You went everywhere together, so everything reminds you of them. And how can you move on or not take that healing process from so much stuff? You need that time. That time is very important. It's gonna be helpful for you in the future. Like, it's only to set you up for a greater relationship after that.
So lastly, we just want to give you guys a few tips on how to move on. We got some of our ideas from a life coach called Celeste. I personally believe that she has some really great tips on how to move on. And the title of her blog is 10 Useful Steps to Help You Move On from a Relationship. We're just gonna give you guys a few of them that we believe are essential.
First one being is clear your baggage. Acknowledge, accept, and let go of your feelings.
How important do you think that is in like relationships?
It's so important. Clearing your baggage now will set the tone for your next relationship.
Taking all your baggage within that relationship, like no one wants to deal with all your anger and all your stress or your pride. Get rid of that now so that your future relationship can succeed. And another thing that she stated was, recognize that he or she is not the one for you.
Like my mama told me that, right?
Right. You know within your heart of hearts that they aren't the one for you when you meet them. It's like, his habits, ain't aligning with like the ways that, like the things that I do.
He ain't completely right. If that, you know how you get that feeling, right? It's like, he ain't completely right, but this will do.
Right.
You got those red flags, they say. Like, you recognize that they're not the one, but you still trying to hold on to it, right? I feel like we just tolerate way too much. You don't need to compromise. You don't need to compromise for that foolishness.
You don't want to set yourself up for things like that. If they're not aligning with your values or your morals or like your standards, like the things that you want for your life, like don't stay with it.
Right, you're emotionally attached for no reason at all, and at the same time, right, and heartbreak. Her next point is reduce contact with him or her.
Reducing contact with that person that you were in a relationship with is extremely important, because if I'm seeing you all the time, you always gonna be on my mind.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Like, always on my mind. It's important that you don't spend so much time with this individual anymore, or in these people groups anymore, you know what I'm saying? So that you can learn your way away from them.
What happens when you are still in contact with them, those memories of the past constantly flow inside of your brain. Like, it's a constant pattern. And what you're doing is, what you're trying to do when you don't hang out with them is limit those memories, right? Or forget them. It doesn't exactly happen, but you want to limit how frequent they are, right? And they're
how
gonna
often you think about it.
Right. It's gonna be more frequent if you keep hanging out with them.
Another awesome point that she made was that it's important to seek closure with him or her. You don't want to leave the relationship at like
awkwardness.
Right, just like awkwardness, you know what I'm saying? Like, or yeah, like a lot of questions, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of questions, you don't want that. So make sure you're communicating with them, you know, like of the reason why it ended.
Sometimes that closure is so simple, like, I'm just not looking for a relationship right now. Or I moved on, right? Like those,
or maybe you don't have some of the characteristics I'm looking for. That's cool, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
like,
see you as a wife.
Let me know.
So if you value that in a relationship, it's that same way. Like, hey, I can come back to you. Meaning, like, can I borrow $1 probably? You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but
we still have
exactly.
We still have this friendship.
Right.
You know, we're not leaving on bad terms.
You can still walk past each other and say hi.
Right, and not have bad vibes, bad attitude.
Yeah. The last point that she leaves with us is, no, there is nothing wrong with you, him, nor her.
I don't believe that because a relationship has ended, that means like that everything went bad or sour or anything, or like, or the person wasn't right. Person isn't like good, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not good enough, you know what I'm saying? Like they're good enough for someone in the world, like they're made for someone, but just not me, you know? Yeah, like, it's just not fitting for where I am in life or where I want to go, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that they're a bad person or anything.
Exactly. Timing matters a lot too, right? Maybe you're 17 or you're just a little younger at the time, and maybe when you're 23, like, he perfect for you, right? You know, I think that's really important to understand, because then you're not like beating yourself up about like something that you thought you lost. It's always perspective on like how you look at something. Like, no, maybe this didn't work out, but it's because something is greater is ahead of me, or you just weren't fitting for me, and that's fine. You know how many people are in the world? Like, there's gotta be somebody for everybody, right?
And just always remember as well that like if something is meant for you, then yeah, you can never lose it. So it will come back around to you. Timing is everything. So just be patient. Be patient with time. So yeah, so all in all, just know that there's nothing wrong with you, nor him, nor her. It's just a matter of life's happenings. Maybe it's not the right timing for you, or maybe it's not the right thing for you, but it's the right person for someone else. Not that that person is toxic or you're toxic, but the relationship just didn't work out.
Exactly.
If you want to know the other 5 steps to the blog, we have the links right below, so you can click on those. And we want to thank you guys for watching this video vlog on the art of goodbye, and just remembering some of our key points of make it clear to yourself why you want to leave the relationship.
Take time to heal.
Also following the steps of moving on. So we want to thank you guys for watching this video vlog. Of course, like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye!